Good morning. Well, I'm pretty late starting up video today. I got going at Headwall, and I've already done the Headwall. And I'm happy to say that it's just now starting to clear up. That was the hut back there. There's a whole crew of guys in there. They rented the whole hut. They're nice guys. And so now it's onward and upward. Today it is do or die. I am either getting through or I have to go back. Oh, look at this. This is what I did not get yesterday. And that's what it was That's what was over top of that lake. And this just swept in here. As I climb, I think I'll get a lot of awesome views that I didn't have yesterday. Here's the creek. Like I was saying yesterday, you gotta cross to get to the lake down there. But this is the way you go to get up. I gotta stay by this creek on the east side, which this is the east. All right, onward and upward into new territory. Well, much to my disappointment, this fog has kind of moved in. I already don't like what's going on. I got onto, there was a trail going by the creek, but it quickly left the creek. Now the creek does kind of move over up here. And I just need to get above the tree line and then I can see where that creek is going, which I'm working on. But right now I'm not too sure about what I'm doing. Could be just wasting energy going up a mountain I don't want to. Well, wasn't digging where this trail's going, but I brought out my app, which has the creek on it, and pointed where the creek is kind of coming to intersect, and this trail is actually headed for it, to where the creek heads over east. So I have some confidence, at least, that even if this isn't the trail, I can go and intercept the creek if I have to, once I get out of the trees. Well, things are looking up. Here's my view. Here's the trail. Comes up, goes that way. The creek is down there, so that makes me feel better. And this is the first time I can see what I got coming. You can see there's a really cool waterfall up here. Had plenty of those on this trip, that's for sure. And somehow I'm getting over this thing. And that's not even the coal. The coal's still a ways off. So I got a good day's work ahead of me. Okay, I am looking back on where I just came from. I just came from over here. You can see the trail forks. This one kind of goes down to the creek, and I don't know where it goes. But it's actually the more obvious trail. This one here actually has a little marker. Someone put a little piece of tape there. And that's the one I came up, and if you follow that, you will get down. I don't know what that's gonna bring you. Okay, moving on. I literally just shot that video and now I have the same problem. I have two trails. And I don't know which one to follow. Okay. Maybe that one is going up to see that waterfall. This one is maybe gonna try and find a way around that. I don't know. All I can do is pick one and hope for the best. Okay, I'm gonna pick the right one. This one here. There's the trail. And now we're coming into the rocks. And I don't see any cairns. Maybe I will once I get a little higher. So now it is just into the rocks. Pretty much close to the waterfall, so I can't imagine where that left trail went. Maybe I'll join up with it again, I don't know. All right, nothing to do but go onward. Wow. Very few people get to see this. On top of that, this finally cleared up. When you look at Upper Fryatt Valley, like, holy crap. This is the one here that's just across from the hut. The hut's down here someplace. Oh man. Awesome. Okay, I slipped and I put a hole in my rain pants. I'm gonna try this experiment here. I had duct tape on my trekking pole. I managed to work it back. Now I'm gonna try and patch it. Okay, so I got this idea from Darwin on the trail. Or Darwin on the trail, just Darwin anyway. You know, it's not holding its like stickiness. It's not working. I mean, this is gonna fall off in 2 minutes. All right, so that trick is a bust. Maybe if you put some on every time you go out, but if you put it on, you leave it on for God knows how long, then eventually it doesn't work. I brought these along, I packed the weight, so it's time to use them. I mean, I'm climbing up this stuff and I've already slipped once. By the way, I'm being swarmed by mosquitoes. I'm not sure if you can tell. You probably can. Anyway, no big deal, just so you know. I've almost conquered this head wall. You can actually see the trail a little bit in there. And I get to see what lies ahead. Oh, this is hard work. The only way to do something like this is with a lot of breaks. Well, that's as clear a sign of where to go as you'll ever get. It's not even noon, and I've already had a day. So you can see down here, here's my lake, right? The one I went to yesterday. And if you were so inclined, you could go up this scree, and that's a lot of scree. It doesn't look like much, but it is. There's another little lake up here. That would be big. Like when I was standing on that lake, this part here looked big. So imagine going up all that. That'd be a lot of work. So I got to the top of the head wall. That was down there, and you can see this creek comes here. And then there was a hill. I climbed that, and then I saw this guy. I climbed that, and there's more hill. So I keep coming to false summits. I still don't see where the hell I'm going. So I finally just gave up and sat down and rested. I'll get there eventually. This monster here is definitely Belanger, hiding behind the clouds right now. It's huge. Well, I'm going up this hill. I'm following rock piles, cairns, but I'm not sure if I should be. This might be for people trying to ascend Mt Fryatt from this side. I don't know. Well, in any case, the worst that happens is I go back over there. Well, whatever's going on, I'm getting an amazing view. There's that lake. There's the upper Fryatt Lake. It's unnamed. Roman bath. And there's the head wall. Waterfall. Not bad, eh? You can just see over there Fryatt Lake. And it's a long ways up I've come. Seeing little avalanches coming out of Belanger. Nothing's ever going to top the one I got from Glacier Lake. That was sick. I saw 25 like this on Glacier Lake, but then I got one That was right across the lake. It was awesome. Well, it's official. I'm going to start freewheeling it. The last cairn is over there. Just a little thing. I'm not climbing that. I mean, I don't think that's the way anyhow. Woo, there's a big one. Jeez. Look at you. Not sure you can hear that rumble. I think this is it. If that's it, my chances of getting through that are minimal. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to try and get over there and see what I can do. All right, so I'm making a little, you can basically walk anywhere in here. I'm making breadcrumbs. I'm plotting points on my app on maps.me, so that like I put one here just to make sure I know how to get back here. But I think you can just walk back along the creek if I have to, which looks like a good chance I'm going to. Because yeah, I'm not going to climb that thing. Okay, off we go. Well, I've been walking along this for quite a while, not really climbing, not descending. I definitely could have stayed down there. If I had what I've seen this, I don't know. This is a pretty sick shot. This is another way going down, and this is Fryatt Valley again, right? This would be another way in there if you so wanted to be crazy and bushwhack through it all. So Fryatt is hiding up here. Belanger is coming a little bit more into sight, but that's definitely the hole. If I point my app, it points like over here. Well, okay, there's nothing I can climb through this. That is definitely it, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. Got a bunch of hanging snow here. Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna make a crack at it. So this is where you gotta be smart and hope for the best, right? If I had gone up this ridge up here, it looks like basically a drop off there. I don't know what's on the other side of that. Maybe it's a nice, beautiful walk straight over to that, but probably not. And I don't know. So I got this lake here. I believe there's another lake on the other side of this. So I'll probably try and work my way across that and then start working my way up. Guys, I'm probably putting myself at avalanche risk here. And I don't see any snow that's moved that much, except for some there off of Belanger. But, you know, I'll be putting a big disclaimer on this video. Don't do what I do. Do it at your own damn risk, that's for sure. So I've walked over closer to the other lake. It's on the other side here. In order to get around, I will definitely have to rock hop the whole thing. Up here, on the other side of these rocks, it is still a lot of moss and such. So I'm gonna see if I can get around it a little easier. See how that works. Well, I started walking up this way and then I decided to climb this. And you know what? It actually looks fine going through there. You know, there's a lot of little dirt patches and stuff. So I kind of screwed up coming up here. So I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna follow that along the lake. Probably have to climb up this moraine and then take it from there. Trying so hard, concentrating so hard to get around this lake. Almost missed the immense beauty of it. It is just sick. It's always a little more special because of the hard work I put coming here, and that almost nobody sees it. Pretty neat. There's my two lakes, and up on the ridge that I didn't want to go to, there's the party from the huts. Crazy. Well, off here, I'm climbing this moraine. You definitely don't want to deal with this ridge, so it seems pretty clear. Got to go up here and go over. I can almost make out Belanger. It's so close. Make out the one beside it. I think Fryatt is in this mess. It's hard to know. I've called about 5 different mountains Fryatt on this trip. Well, this is certainly daunting, close up. On the left, obviously, there's no way. It's a sheer cliff. There's no way for a hiker to get through that. If I climb up this side, though, if I climb up this thing, I have a chance. Oh, I had to force myself to take a break. Gone up a long ways, and I'm almost there, but, well, I have to stop at some point. This reminds me a lot of the Notch on Skyline. You got this big Hoover Dam looking bastard. And then it goes up a certain ways and you got to try and get around. And it appears that I'm probably going to be successful. Now, the next problem is, what is on the other side? All right, I went across that. You know, there's rocks sticking up there. I'm okay with it. I have my crampons on. Now I got this. Okay. So full disclosure, that was risky. I kicked the ledge in each footstep, but you can see, and I don't have an ice axe, right? If I had started sliding down this thing, well, not sure where I would have ended up. Still not totally out of it, but nearly. Almost done. You can probably see how my footprints come all on the snow here. I made it. I'm very happy, but I'm not going to call this a badge coming up here on July 20th. That was sketchy. I mean, even just coming along all this is steep. And it's been raining a lot, and I mean, they do some crazy things, but yeah, you can see I'm not the only one that comes up here, but there's not many. And I'm thinking there's not many in July. That's what the other side looks like. Well, I have doubts now that I'm at the right col. You know, I've done reading on this, of course, and they say that people will end up in the Athabasca Trail down the wrong creek coming up this way, and that might be where I'm headed. The col, according to the map that was posted on Club Tread, is like straight that way. I'm not at it. But I mean, you saw what I saw, right? There was just nothing but a huge mountain. And like tons and tons of, there was nothing I was going to get through. This is all I had a chance at, and frankly, I just barely got through this. So, I guess I take what I'm given, right? I'll go down here and I'll see what's going on, and I'll see, maybe I have to cut over to some other area, because it looks like I might be going down there. I have a feeling that down there is towards the Athabasca Trail. And if that happens, well, not the end of the world, but yeah, obviously not where I wanted to go. On the plus side, the day is getting nicer and nicer and nicer as it rolls on. And I got a clear shot of Belanger. And some of the rolling snow. A little bit of avalanche danger here, but I'm going to stay up on this side, so I should be all right. Okay. I just watched Marty Up North's videos. I took my own video of them and brought them with me out here. He is standing right here. So I think I have the correct coal. It says you got to go down a glacier and then back up. I sure as hell hope he doesn't mean that. Anyway, all right, I'm not going up that thing. All I can do is go forward. Well, I started going across up there. I thought I would cross that little piece of snow, but even just that was steep and I didn't like it. And you can see what my footsteps did. I only took like 2 or 3 and then I was like, screw this. So I worked my way all the way down. I'm gonna cross where it's completely flat. Means I'll probably have some more issues to deal with here, but I thought if I crossed up there, I'd be home free. Could stay up top there, but and it's not fun going along that steep scree like that. So yeah, I'm down on the flat stuff. See how well that works. Well, it's been okay. I've been mostly walking on top of the snow. It doesn't break, doesn't let me through, so at least the lower I go, the less snow there will be. There's the col with the mountain on top. This is quite the little basin. Sun's been out for a while. I've actually changed a whole bunch of my clothes now. So the next obstacle is, this is getting pretty narrow and that's concerning. Very concerning. What am I gonna find over there? Well, I'm unsure where I am, but it's sunny out and this is an amazing view. What a cool glacier. Man. Okay, so it turns out this is all fine. It's just scree. So I could scree my way all the way down there if I wanted. But I'm not sure if I do. Okay. The video I took of Marty Up North's video saved my butt. So he basically points at this hill here. He's like, that hill there with the spruces on it, we have to go right for it and then up and over it. That's kind of what I thought. That is another huge climb. Oh my God. But if you go down here and you go that way, you're definitely going to Athabasca Trail. I don't think there's any doubt. So now the question is, do I side hill or just go down and walk along? Either way, I'm walking in a bunch of rocks. I don't know if side hilling is gonna help. No, I think I'm just gonna go down. Sucks, but I'll have to get all the elevation back over there. Whew, it's gonna be a long day of hiking, my God. Such an awesome sight. Well, almost done coming down. Still a ways to go. I'm happy I decided that because I definitely like, look at that. Can you imagine side hilling all that? Horrible. All the way around too. That'd have been hell. This isn't fun on the legs or the knees, but you know, side hilling sucks. Walking along the side of scree like that, that'd have been brutal. Here, I probably would have ended up just having a duck underneath anyway, so I would have lost a lot of the elevation I was trying to keep. Belanger, this apparently is Mount Lapensee, which I'm guessing that makes that Lapensee Glacier, or I think Belanger Glacier is on the other side, so that's probably Lapensee. Impressive how much water it spits out. Still walking away. It's 3 o'clock. This is a long, long day. I want the drama to be over today, you know. I want to be up and over this and I want to see the Geraldine Lakes, but we'll see what happens. Just getting up to that thing, I feel like that's going to break me in half. I've rock hopped this thing a few times. I've walked down all this. Of course, not an easy step when you're on rocks. And I'm just tired, man. The entire day has been nothing but climb or descend. And yeah, and I'm not done, obviously. More rocks and then another climb. So, as some of you might remember, my water bladder has kind of malfunctioned, so now I actually open this, that little nozzle, I actually open it and close it every time so it doesn't leak. Well, I just peed and my pee was like brown. So obviously I'm drinking like half as much as I used to. So I just finished drinking, I just finished filling my stomach basically. I drank and drank and drank and drank. Gotta be careful, right? Drink water, because brown colored, you know, pee that is that yellow, that it almost looks brown, that's just bad. I've never seen that before. So I'm guilty. This is the first time that's happened to me, but oh well, drink up. Water's getting strong. It's actually kind of making some pretty interesting falls. And then look at these flats down here. The alluvials. Pretty neat. I'm just going to use them to walk up and head up that thing, of course. Yeah. You can see by how downhill it is over there that if you go down that way, you're screwed. You're going, yeah. If you don't go up that, yeah. Random stuff you find on the trail. This isn't even a trail, this is the middle of nothing. I was honestly thinking this would be a nice place to bivvy camp if you have a bear camp, because there's really nowhere to bear hang. But you know, the water is just kind of everywhere, so you're sort of taking a chance that you're going to suddenly have water in your tent. It might decide to change direction on you. You'd probably be fine. You could probably find a good spot, but yeah. Anyway. I am getting a good old-fashioned blister. It's kind of working away at this thing. So that's why I got the knife, and that's why I got some this stuff, right? And take care of it. There. If you're thinking that's the wrong foot, you're right. This one was getting kind of a hot spot. That one's kind of getting a blister, so did them both. Why not? It's like an extra set of skin. I mentioned the knife. You probably didn't know what that's for. The knife is razor sharp. You just use it to cut strips off this thing, right? Otherwise, you're ripping and tearing and all that sort of thing. And yeah, this knife I just got from, like, I couldn't find a tiny, small little knife from Mountain Equipment Co-op. I found this teeny tiny little knife in the hunting section of Canadian Tire, and it's perfect. It weighs God knows what, nothing, and it's in here. It's perfect, right? It's a nice thing to have along. Just above where I was sitting having a break was a pretty sweet little pool. I would love to be done right now. I would just set up my tent on these rocks or something. Just find a flat spot, like maybe over there. That looks pretty good, just above the alluvial. But I can't. I've got to do as much as I can. You know, it is Geraldine Lakes. From second Geraldine Lake, it is 6.3. From there to my car that I parked at Fryatt, in case I didn't make it through, it's another 3.2 or something. That's from second Geraldine Lake. I'm hoping to get to fourth Geraldine Lake today, but I don't think even that's going to happen. So, yeah, I have 10 kilometers from second Geraldine Lake, plus 4.5 hour drive to Calgary, and I mean, I got to go as far as I can today, because I don't know how far I got. Well, I got to go for the spruce trees, but first thing I have to do is climb up a bunch of rocks. Yay, boulder hopping. Well, I know there's a lot of this on the Geraldine Lakes trail, so I'll also get practice. Well, if you go down to Athabasca, that's down Diversions Creek, you do get this pretty wicked lake. Not bad at all. Onward and upward. No more snow to deal with, but now the mosquitoes are swarming me. Put on my my hoodie, that's how I deal with that. Covers myself. Not all of it, but most of it. The view from the top of this thing is gonna be stellar. Gotta say. Can't believe that I was down here and I came from up there. Walked all the way down there. It's pretty cool to look back on your work sometimes. No matter how much it's yeah, no matter how much work it is. I love that thing. That's pretty cool. Can't believe just for a second I was considering side hailing all this. I wouldn't have got past that, first of all. I would have been down here. But that'd have been a disaster. Yeah. It was still tough coming down this, but at least I knew I would survive. It was all worth it. Holy crapola, do I have a view up here. Unbelievable. Wow. I don't think I'm quite done. I think I still got to get over this and then keep heading that way. But yeah, this is sick. That is Mount Edith-Cafell. Who knew? I'm so far away from my own trailhead that I'm starting to impinge on some other trails. That's Chevron. Well, it was pretty awesome climbing up here, but I'm not totally sure why. It didn't look that bad coming down here. And now look, you got all this, and you're up to this lake, and off you go. On one of the things I read about, oh man, I'm being swarmed. It says steep side hilling from this point to this point. So that's what I got to do. I got to side hill all this. And trust. All right, nothing better to do than get to it. Well, I was down there. I didn't like what I saw in front of me, so I backtracked, climbed up higher. This looks a lot better. See how it goes. Well, I can't side hill that. I have to get down to the lake. That's my conclusion. I mean, and I don't know which way to take. I'm just gonna kind of guess and hope. So far, so good. It's a good thing I know how to get myself out of a scrape. Comes from being a dumbass a lot. This is a welcome sight. I appear to be out of the rocks, at least for a minute. Hoping that it lasts. I ripped a big hole in my pants in my butt. So, oh well. I guess when I get back to civilized trails, I'll be using my rain pants. Well, I'm in the clear now. I can see exactly my way down. I still don't understand why you can't just go down to that lake and then over to this lake. There must be a reason why you have to climb up that. I mean, I just did what people in front of me have done, right? While I'm down, do you side hill and then go along that scree and then keep going that way? Like, was I side hilling too damn high? Otherwise, I don't have a clue how to get off this. All right. All right, I still got to walk to the lake. It's a ways that way. Well, my pants are toast. That's not supposed to be there. I'm at the lake. I just had to stop and take care of myself, man. I haven't stopped since I was at the top of that green stuff over there. You know, marveling at the view. There's so many mosquitoes. For the first time, I've got this guy. And I have my rain jacket on, and I mean, that's all I can do, right? Rain pants, because that's the only pants I have now. I know that it talked about side hilling here going along. Well, that's Mt Fryatt. And where I need to go, Fourth Lake, is over this. So, the hell with that. I'm gonna cross over all this, go to the other side of the lake, and then go up. But first, I'm having supper because I gotta take care of myself, right? Replenish my water, all that stuff. I'm kind of wondering what these two are. There's two little bits up there. Cairns, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, I'm fed. I have refilled my water. I actually use tablets because I'm not real high on how this lake looks, but for a change, I actually use tablets. Usually I do the Marty Up North way and just drink. It's like 6:15. I think I've got the time to go to Fourth Lake. So I'm gonna go over here. I gotta hip hop across this. And I gotta find my way up this. So at some point I gotta, maybe if I get down there, I'll zigzag. But if I get on this too, that's fine. I'm just gonna walk across here and opportunity knocks, right? I'll see what I can find. For all the difficulties and everything, that's just an amazing shot right there. You don't see Fryatt very often. And you can see Fryatt, you can see Belanger. All of a sudden you can see everything. And this here reminds me of Twin Tree Lake, because it's this little island with trees on it. Never actually been, but that's sick. I'm starting to see now that if you went all the way across there, and then you'd have to get through this, but then you'd have to get up on that and up somehow. That still looks pretty damn treacherous. Anyway, I'm doing different. I thought I would try hiking with this thing. No good. I find I can't see stuff as well. You know, trails, my views. So yeah, just sprayed myself down, and I'll just do it that way. I think it's great for just sitting around the table and eating though. I mean, you know, they just harass you. Well, as you can see, I've accomplished some elevation. I'm just bushwhacking. You know, when there's a better spot a little higher, then I take it. Gonna have to keep going up though. I definitely can't go up some of this stuff over here that I've been seeing. Still outstanding. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty outstanding. A lot of bugs, you can probably see them. And yeah. I'm pretty tired, but I want to put in the work. I want to get it done. No more drama. No drama tomorrow. Found this big opening. Now I got it all laid out for me, what I got to do. Oh, I'm so tired though. I'm gonna die, but at least I got a view and it's not raining. And the mosquitoes will be happy. I think they'd eat my clothes if they could. I'm almost done, thank God. I think I've rested like 3 times since my last video. Oh. What was I thinking? How come this wasn't good enough? I really just wanted to get to Fort Geraldine Lake. I want no more mystery left, because I know what to do from Fort Geraldine. I know exactly where to go. It's like the bivvy sites up there. Oh. This This is what a dying man looks like, by the way. Well, I'm kind of at the top. Found a little pool here. Still more to go. A little bit soul sucking when you get to the top, and here's what you find, but oh well. This is what I've been waiting to see for hours. Fourth lake, third lake, second lake. Oh. Oh. Looks like going down this way wouldn't be bad, but I'm not sure. With all this snow, I don't think I feel like walking all the way over there. You can go down this too, and then just crawl down that way. I've been, I day hiked this, I came up here, and then I found this beautiful path. It was very weird. It went across here, and it went in behind this, on like a bunch of rocks. So that's where I stopped. That's pretty awesome though. Amazing. I still had to head back to Second Lake campground and pack up my stuff and head out. So, but yeah, that's where I got to. So that's how I know what to do once I get to Fourth Lake. This platform here too is typically where people bivvy, and then they head up that and they take a crack at Fryatt. I thought I saw a very clear bivvy, like two rocks that were standing. Now I think they were like two trees, or I can't find it. Anyway, I don't care. I still have to hike down to that lake, but compared to what I just did, I've done so much elevation today, my God. It'll be fine. Well, I've come to a very unwelcome ravine. A pointless up and down, you'd call it. I couldn't go down any of this because I knew that ridge of snow was there. And I know that's still there. So, yeah. Well, what do I do? Maybe I'll go down in here and see if I can sneak down through that. I kind of doubt it. I think I'm going back up. Sucks, but it's true. More climbing. You ever have so many amazing mountain shots you get bored of them? Never thought it could happen to me. They're still amazing. This is Edith Cavell, but it's going to be wiped out by the sun. Alright, just heading down now. I had to do that pointless up and down. What do you do? I think I might head down here and follow this creek in. It's one way to do things. I went down there last time after that trail went up here and it went all the way over here. That's where I was sitting. I was sitting on these rocks somewhere. And, but I had to bushwhack down to the, so let's see if that's any better. If I had to bushwhack, well, no different, right? Bushwhacking's bushwhacking. Well, I'm getting rained on, but I got a tiny bit of a double rainbow. I promise no crying. Not bad. Hell, I already have my rain gear on. Keep away the mosquitoes and the only pants I have left. And yay, the mosquitoes are gone. Perfect spot for a shower, except the water is glacial cold. Look at my trail. Doesn't look man-made, doesn't look great. There's even a little cairn. It goes up that way to a bunch of rocks. That way it starts heading up that thing. It goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. What is the story behind this trail? That just blew my mind. Oh well. Another waterfall. Alrighty. Almost to the lake. It's just over there. Fourth lake. That's quite a nice shot right there. I thought about going to second lake, but I'm completely zonked. I am so wasted. It's 9 o'clock too. I mean, I could probably make it, but I mean, why? The only issue is bear hang, and I think it's a massive tree right there I can probably get my food up into, so. Oh. Someone has made a little pit here. I'm unsure where they found the rocks. Well, I guess there's rocks over there. Oh, there's rocks around. They even left some wood. Very nice of them. But couldn't be less interested. 9 o'clock. I'm setting up and getting my food up, and I'm going down. Just down. That's about as good a bear hang as you will see in the Rockies. I mean, yeah, this is a huge, huge tree, but it is nothing but green spruce pine. You know, I mean, where is there a better spot to do it? There just isn't. I managed to get it on one of the highest branches, well, that I could. Certainly can't get it all the way up there. So yeah, I'm proud of that one. It took me about, I don't know, 20 minutes, but done. Well, I look pretty awesome, obviously. Oh. Okay, so I don't even know what to say. I just thought of a bunch of stuff to say, but now I can't seem to spit anything out. Can you say ill-prepared? I mean, I don't want to hold my arm up. I won't even hold the whole phone up. I'm just wasted. You know, I followed this guy's advice from Club Tread that I had found. His map was garbage. The coal wasn't where he said it was, so that made me doubt myself. And then side cliffing on that was just ridiculous. That was, even if I had managed to make that work, it would not have been a good time. I would have been walking on the side of that scree and then trying to find a way up. And the only reason I knew where to go, I went down to the lake because I had to, because it was like, I don't see any other way. If I had gone down enough and then looked across, maybe then I could have made it work. But it was like, I just don't like it. I'll just go down to the lake. Like, screw this. And then I looked at my app and my maps, saw where I was, and then just, you know, like it acts as a compass too, right? If wherever I point the phone, it'll show me where I'm pointing. So I pointed to Fourth Lake, and that's how I knew that it was over that ridge. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. All right? Might have figured it out just having a look at Fryatt and how there's this big bowl. I mean, there's nowhere to go. All right? Pretty much only over the ridge. That's the only place you could go. But, you know, it worked out. I got away with it. One day I might not. All right? Yeah, be more prepared than I am. Even just if you watched my video just now, you are more prepared than I am. I put a lot of things on video, so. But that was a hell of a day, man. I worked hard. I have no idea how much elevation I did, but it was a lot. You know, climbing up to the coal, and then climbing up that grass one, and then climbing up again after that lake. Like, damn. Oh, I'm gonna sleep well. I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. I don't know if I said it yet, but I went and got my feet and my knees into the lake. Okay, good night on a day, one of the rare days where I feel like I bit off more than I could chew. And I'm kind of lucky that I pulled it off.